Good morning, everyone. Today we're checking out a brand new video from the film theaters about how they're checking back into the world of this little yellow dog, Chicken Nugget. Let's hop in and see what they've learned this time.
There's nothing sadder than a lone chicken nugget, and that's exactly what we're seeing happen to our beloved doggo. But thankfully there's a way to cheer up this lonely pup, and today we're going to bring this demigod of chaos back down to earth.
Wait, demigod?
Hello Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the special french fry at the bottom of the bag. Speaking of fast food, it's been a minute since we've checked in on the lovable cast of the viral online animated series Chicken Nugget.
Everything must be cute.
Whoa, what is
Everything must be nice.
If you don't know, Chicken Nugget is a series on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok, pretty much anywhere you can find online video, all about a bunch of cute animals all named after a
online short video, to be specific.
bunch of items you can get on the dollar menu. You have the doggo, Chicken Nugget, his bestest friend, the cat Cheeseburger, the sheep in wolf's clothing, Kofi, the fandom-obsessed fox Slushy, the explosively hyperactive red panda Sody Pop, the angelic dragon Flinchfly, the demonic bunny Ice Cream, and the Tumblr sexy man Bezel, the embodiment of time. Most of the shorts have been funny.
I'll be honest, out of all the characters from the shorts I have seen, I really like Bezel.
Skits or hashtag relatable.
I want a soda. No.
It's the same thing.
No, this hits different.
I'm gonna have a good day
Technically,
today.
it's right. Oh.
But not all is as cute as it seems.
You see these? Better watch out. 'Cause someday, when you least expect it, I'm gonna boop you with them. Boop.
Oh, there it is.
Okay, I mean, that was pretty cute, but there's a deeper story going on here. See, Chicken here...
What story is there? I have no idea. It's like someone just started making animations.
Here isn't just a cartoon doggo, he's actually a demigod of chaos with reality-warping powers. At the start of the series, Chicken doesn't know this and has unwittingly been using his powers to create the fun and wacky adventures his friends go on every day, while Flinchfly, Ice Cream, and Bezel are all pulling on Chicken in some cosmic game of tug-of-war. And in our last theory, we predicted that when Chicken realized the full extent of his powers, he wasn't gonna be handling it very well, and hey, let's just say we were right.
It's okay. I'm the demigod of chaos, and I'm here to break the fabric of this reality.
Oh
Oof,
no.
we need to get you in some therapy, dog. Yeah, it's been over a year since we last touched base with this series, and you theorists have been begging us to jump back into it because so much has happened. I've actually been keeping my eye on this series, but didn't want to jump in until some sort of seismic shift had happened, or until we were in a spot where we could predict where things were going. New videos of this series pop up literally every day, and we want to make sure that we cover things right and we cover things well. But today, there is more than enough on our plate to dig into here and analyze exactly how Chicken got into such a dark place, where this story is going, and how his friends can pull Chicken back out of the frying pan. Here's a hint. One fast food item alone is kind of sad, but altogether, they can make a happy meal. Get your
Damn it, I was about to say something about it's time to make a combo.
dipping sauces ready, friends, as we're about to launch into this lore. So, to kick off our psychoanalysis of Chicken Nugget, let's start by looking at the moment where things started to unravel for him. See, one of the biggest...
Please, a lot of us haven't been keeping up with this, and I have not actually seen any shorts in like the last 6 months.
plot lines throughout the whole series has been the will they, won't they tension between Cheeseburger and Kofi. They clearly both like each other, and thanks to the encouragement of characters like Ice Cream, Slushy, and Chicken, she gathers the courage to ask Kofi out on a date. Cue the squeeing, as all of our hearts are collectively warmed. But while this is great for Chi and Kofi, it does have some drawbacks for Chicken. See, like most new couples do, Chi and Kofi start spending every waking moment together, leaving little time for Chi and Chicken to hang out like they used to.
Wanna hang out?
I'm sorry, Chicken. I can't. Hanging with my girlfriend.
That's okay. Next time. Peachy, we're going to the movies.
next time.
Wanna come?
Sorry. Me and Coffee are doing stuff.
Oh, okay. Hey, was wondering if you wanted to...
Sorry, girlfriend.
Obviously, this bums out Chicken. He's starting to drift away from his best friend, which is sadly pretty common in these sorts of situations. Research has shown that, on average, people only have 5 really close friends, but when they enter a new serious relationship, they'll lose 2 of those friends while getting their partner as a new close friend. How is that an equivalent exchange, Full Metal Alchemist style? Turns
It's like an exchange of 1.5.
out we tend to see romantic relationships as more valuable than platonic friendships, which makes sense, nor is that unhealthy. healthy.
Yeah.
That's completely normal and awesome, and having the emotional foundation of a partner can be incredibly valuable. Heck,
does make
even
sense.
Chicken's out here looking for love.
I believe in you, Chi. You deserve a nice relationship. Thank you. I want one too. You'll find one.
That's so
But
cute,
with
I
who?
think I'm gonna die.
Or what?
Despite both having a ton of colorful friendos, both Chi and Chicken hold the idea of a significant other in a higher regard. I mean, that's the reason we call them significant others, even if it's come at the unintended cost of their own closeness as friends. But the saddest part about
It is a
Chicken and Chi
downside.
growing distant because of this new relationship, this isn't the
Hey, sorry about that. My voice probably sounded a little distant from the mic. That's because my mic was a bit more distant from me than normal. So sorry about that, folks. Let's continue on.
first time that this has happened to Chicken. All the way back in 2021, before all of this
Oh,
deep
damn.
lore and Chaos God talk started coming out, this short revealed some past heartbreak of Chicken's.
We've all had someone in our lives who, for even just a fleeting moment, we had an amazing time with. And even though we drifted apart and it's healthy to move on, I still think it's okay to mourn the loss of that moment of them.
It's
That
too true,
is-
brother. It's too true. Now, while this
Tissues.
is some solid mental health advice, it's not clear whether it was meant to talk about some friendship or a relationship, but what is clear is that Chicken has lost somebody. And though he had a healthy coping mechanism and support system before, now he's lost that. He's lost the closeness to Cheeseburger and French Fry and all the others. And all that's left for him is a feeling of loneliness. See, once
Damn.
Chi and Kofi pair up, Chicken comes to the realization that he feels really alone. All of his friends are either dating or hanging out together without Chicken, leaving him the odd nugget out, and this is very difficult to deal with. Both humans and dogs, whichever you want to classify Chicken as, are social animals. We crave
Wait, what do you mean? Well, of course we would classify chicken nugget as a dog. They are a dog. They're not a human and a dog body. Are they? I know they're a demigod, but still.
and need social interaction and community, or we start barely holding it together. Exactly what we see Chicken going through here.
Hi, Slushy. How are you? Fine.
Oh,
Me
dear.
too.
But one thing you do need
Yeah, no, we could see that strain in the eyes.
to keep yourself together, an internet connection, and that'll be no problem thanks to the sponsor for today's theory, Saley of Chicken Nugget. What's wild is that being lonely can literally change the way your brain works, affecting your ability to process information and how to understand the world. It can even make certain
yeah,
portions
it's
of your
true.
brain physically weaker. According to research, people who are lonely have abnormal brain activity or structure in their prefrontal cortex. That's the part of the brain responsible for regulating your emotions or inhibitions. And this is
Really now?
exactly what we're seeing with Chicken since he started feeling this loneliness. He's letting Bezel affect his mental state.
Why am I letting Bezel affect me? Why is he even here? Why is time running out? What is going on?
And has
Oh.
had no issue using his new
No, you actually see for just a split second, Chicken Nugget actually goes into his demigod form.
newly discovered powers on his friends. He started literally controlling their minds or putting them in dangerous situations, and it's put Chicken in danger of falling in
Oh,
with the
no.
wrong crowd. See, cults, extremists, and other charismatic figures often target people who are lonely or looking for a sense of belonging. They find people who need human connection and then offer them that, but with dark intentions, leading to radicalization, crime sprees, and tragedies with deadly consequences.
If you've seen Mob Psycho, then you know exactly what would be a good reference. It's the smiling cult created by Dimple.
If you want a specific example, you can take a look at the Manson family, led by Charles Manson, who targeted lonely people with radical prophecies about an oncoming apocalypse. That obviously never came to pass, but under Manson's
Thankfully.
guidance, the family sadly ended up killing at least 9 people, but it could have been as many as 24. There are countless other examples of this, of course, including Aleph, the People's Temple, and even ISIS, but they all follow the same sad, vicious cycle, one that Chicken Nugget
Here it
himself
goes.
is caught in here. Tell me, does exploiting someone's loneliness and getting them to do bad things sound like anyone we know in the series so far? Because it does to me. It sounds like Bezel, who has wanted
Bezel.
nothing more than to get Chicken to embrace this inner darkness since he first showed up. At the beginning, Chicken just shakes him off.
Are you evil?
No! I'm chaotic. Big difference. Just like you.
I'm not.
Oh, yes, you are. More than you'll ever know.
Evil.
But as Chicken becomes more and more
Why does Bezel sound like some kind of kid-friendly version of the Joker?
isolated, more and more alone, Bezel really does start to influence him, and the consequences are disturbing.
Feeling a little left out. It's only natural, too. You shouldn't feel ashamed.
No.
You know, you can just, I don't know, fix everything.
Huh?
Oh, come now. What are reality warping powers for? Bend things to your will a little?
Sorry, I gotta go play with Chikn now.
Huh?
Funnily enough,
it goes.
Bezel's manipulation here extends far beyond just Chikn Nugget. If you think about it, he's kind of the person who helped kick off this downward spiral through his own shipping. Yeah, you heard that right, his own shipping. Just take a look at this.
What are you doing?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm simply putting the things I like in this corner.
Oh, you know what? I remember.
Just like the
seeing
rest
that
of us,
short.
he was rooting for Chi and Kofi to get together, but while we thought Bezel was just being a silly little guy, nah, he was actually setting up a situation for Chikn to feel lonely, so Bezel could swoop in and manipulate him. This was the first domino
Damn you, chaotic time god!
to fall, creating a situation where Chikn felt more lonely and would be more open to Bezel's manipulation. It's genius, evil, diabolical even, but genius, and it's had devastating effects on Chikn and his relationships. One of the biggest lore reveals in the series so far is that a lot of the quirks in the series come from Chikn Nugget himself. We predicted this in our last theory, that all of the weird, cartoony powers and body morphing that we've seen the characters do throughout the series wasn't just because this is some wacky animated show. No, instead, it's
Nope.
Chikn literally altering the fabric of reality. But it isn't limited to
doing a
just
little.
Chikn. He's given most of his friends these powers too. Some of them are pretty obvious, like the weird demon tentacles that come out of Chi's eyes sometimes, or Sody Pop's explosive personality and literal explodey powers. That's all from Chikn, but there's also some more subtle
Lord.
stuff too. For example, Slushy, the queen of Tumblr OCs, had a big hand in the design of one character in particular.
And thanks
Who?
for the snazzy look, by the way. This
Bezel.
manifestation
Okay.
was clearly a slushy original.
Really? Of course it was.
Yeah, the reason that Bezel looks like a Tumblr sexy man is because Slushy likes Tumblr sexy men. And wouldn't you know it, but the people around when Bezel first manifested were Chikn and Slushy. She had that influence right then and there. Regardless, in all of these cases, Chikn's demigod powers rubbed off on his friends, leading them to have demon eyes or explode or create the OCs of their dreams. And believe it or not, but
So now it's more like in Mob Psycho when Mob just let go of his powers and they went all into Reagan Arataka, and he just became the most powerful psychic on the planet for 30 minutes.
this has a real scientific, psychological basis. All of us tend to have quirks or habits that rub off on our best buds, both for good and for bad. Sometimes it's just using the same words or jokes, but if you start smoking, your friends are more likely to light up. But if you start going to the gym,
disgusting.
your friends are more likely to start working out too.
Oh,
This is a
beautiful.
phenomenon called mirroring. You tend to mimic the behaviors of your closest friends or peers, or just people you respect. That's why everyone here at the office literally can't help themselves when someone says, but hey, did you say that's just a theory? Because I did in my head. But in Chikn Nugget's
Yeah, a
case,
little,
it's not
yeah.
just sharing funny jokes with his friends or even giving his friends cool powers. This is also affecting their minds and giving them some straight up identity crises.
So all the cool stuff I do is just because you're making me do it? So everything in my life is a lie?
That's
Whoa,
dark and a
easy
really
there.
awful outcome for this sort of mirroring. So where do we go from here? It's clear that Chikn's gone off the deep end, accepting his role as the demigod of chaos and letting it rain. But by doing this, Chikn has chosen to believe that he is alone. And that's rough, man. The hardest thing about watching Chikn go through all of this is the fact that, well, he's the one going through it. Throughout this whole series, Chikn has consistently been a voice of support and encouragement for his friends, fighting for their happiness and for them to accept who they are.
Hey, Chikn, am I chatty?
But now in turn, he needs it. So now it's more like Steven Universe up in this.
Yes.
Damn you, Rebecca
Very
Sugar. Get out of
chubby
here.
and nice and good and beautiful. You do count. If you're LGBT, you're LGBT.
Oh, thanks.
Like, seriously, one of the most persistent things in this series has been just how much of a positive impact Chikn's had on his friends. So, to see him feeling so alone, so isolated, it's heartbreaking. But the good thing here, no matter how alone that he feels, he isn't alone. He'll never be alone. Despite growing distant, despite Chi and Kofi and Fwinchfly and Ice Cream and Slushy and Sody all pairing up or hanging out, they're still Chikn's friends. friends. When Chikn loses himself and the world goes to heck, his friends immediately notice the difference. They see that with Chikn in this horrible headspace, their world is noticeably worse. And thankfully, the solution here, it's simple. They just need to rebuild the bridge to their lonely friend and show him that he isn't alone, even if their lives and relationships change. They just need to find the strength to reach out and communicate. Studies have shown that reconnecting with lost friends is mentally and emotionally beneficial, but taking that first step and reaching out is the most difficult step. But given how positive an impact Chikn has had on all of his friends, on this whole world, I believe they can do it. They can put this gang back together for a #1 combo meal and a good ending. And maybe with a milkshake on the side this time. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And cut. And if you want to...
So, in short, Chicken Nugget is like what happens if you take Mob Psycho and sprinkle some Rebecca Sugar, Steven Universe on top of it. But it's still pretty damn interesting so far, especially since the main character is a demigod of chaos. Alright everyone, well that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of y'all next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox signing out. Peace.